So check out my Ocarina of Time 3D t-shirt. Dude, I need to get a 3DS emulator. That's like completely off topic, but although when I emulate things, I'm gonna have to stream them on Twitter because I can't stream football on my phone and I can't stream on my computer while emulating. So, loving my Switch decals. My Switch decals are fantastic. I'm not sure how loud I want this to be. Obviously, this soundtrack, this is a banging soundtrack, so I will keep it up. I also have to leave at 4:30, just so you guys know. I have things to do this evening. Yeah, I don't want to play Super Mario 64. I want to play Mario Galaxy. Obviously, very quiet right now. I will turn it up. I think I had it turned down because I was watching like funny YouTube videos. When I was watching like a Reggie compilation, and then I was watching like cats freaking out over cucumbers. Because of course I was watching cats freak out over cucumbers. No, I was watching it on stream yesterday. Let me get this loud. Is that too loud? I don't know. I don't know if it's too loud or not. I'm playing this on Switch for ease of not turning on my Wii. Hopefully the computer will not get in the way of... Oh yeah, this is how the gyro... I don't have to worry about sensor bar because it's gyro. That's another reason I'm doing it on Switch. Because of the gyro. This is my 120-star Yoshi file. Or Yoshi head file. Wow. Instant dead. Oh, that's not what I wanted. There we go. I'll make a new game. So I'm a little bit tired. I was up pretty early. When I really shouldn't have been. Interesting how it's just press A and on the Wii it was press A and B. Okay, let me just... It's so counterintuitive that my negative aspects are with the Mario 3D All-Stars engine complains at me. It's not an issue with the game itself. I'm not gonna read it because I don't do good narration, but it's so adorable. So I will get into it a bit, probably once we start playing, for the sake of the intro. But the intro is very long. The cutscene is like 5 minutes or so. So I was just gonna do this today, but I probably will end up beating it just because, like, I'll end up playing it tomorrow. I'll probably end up continuing to play it just because this is a game that I love. So I'll probably end up keeping playing it. So, I will get into some of the like personal stories I have with this game very shortly. This is the Nintendo game. I'm not going to say it's my favorite game of all time because Breath of the Wild is my favorite game of all time. However, this is basically my first love in gaming, if that makes sense. The first game that I A, fell in love with, and B, I'm going to turn it down just a bit. First game that I A, fell in love with, and B, shaped my entire experience. So I think this game feels, it's probably like the singular game. I don't want to be like dramatic and say this game shaped my teenage years. It shaped me as a person. It shaped me coming on the internet. And it shaped my taste in gaming, obviously. That's probably the biggest one. And if you don't want to hear nostalgic and personal stories, you should probably leave, because this is not the stream for informational Let's Plays right here. That's not what I'm doing right now. Although I hate telling people to leave my stream, but I just mean if you don't like it, leave. This is not a Let's Play. You're formally invited. I forgot that Bowser talks, but like doesn't talk. At least it's not Sunshine. And I promise that this stream will not be endless Mario Sunshine slander. I'm not slandering any Nintendo games today. The Sunshine thing is more of a joke. I mean, I do have legit issues with the game, but like, you're right, I can't swing it, okay. But the whole Sunshine slander thing being a thing is just... So, this game, I should... I probably have a very long and confusing background with everything, but I figured it's better to, I did talk about it one time. Oh, you can get hit there? I didn't actually know that! It's probably better to, because I do tend to ramble, so I'm like, I might as well be playing the game while... Oh my god, that spaceship looks like it has nipples. I'm sorry. I'll try to keep the sexual jokes on the down low, but like, oh my god. This was absolutely my favorite game of all time for a long time. I can't say that anymore, truthfully, because Breath of the Wild is that game. Like, I don't even want to. There's just so many like singularly beautiful and serene moments in Breath of the Wild. It's a lot more subtle, but also this is an excuse. I'm playing on Super Mario 3D All-Stars this weekend. Again, obviously I played this on the original Wii probably about 5 years ago. It's been 5 years since I have played this game, which is actually insane to me. When I think about it, because I feel old. But, dude, now I'm thinking of the Odyssey trailer again, because I was watching a bunch of Switch trailers earlier for something that I made. I'm thinking of the Mario Odyssey trailer now. This opening is something else, dude. Galaxy 2 will never have the special place in the Galaxy 1 has. It is incredible, don't get me wrong. And I have my own share of nostalgia for Mario Galaxy 2. But Mario Galaxy 1, it hits different, man. And this is a totally personal nostalgia thing. I feel the way about this game that Scott the Woz does. It's actually kind of crazy. But like, no, this isn't the best Nintendo game. This isn't the most detailed. I mean, obviously Breath of the Wild takes that cake. And Mario Odyssey and Galaxy 2, I think, are both better games. But I feel the way about Mario Galaxy that I think a lot of people feel about Mario 64. And don't get me wrong, I still love Mario 64. But the way I feel about Galaxy is just different. It really does hit different. And I can give a little bit of a background. This will be kind of rambly, I do apologize. I'm just kind of like just sharing my story. I think I had to like pick a game. I wasn't gonna like play every single fucking game that impacted me in some way, because like I said, I'm actually really busy today and I'm working tomorrow, so I said I might play Mario tomorrow. I'll probably beat it. I'll probably just do a 120-star playthrough, because like I haven't done a 120-star playthrough of this on YouTube in years. And I did just play this last fall when Mario 3D All-Stars came out, which is actually Holy shit! It's been longer than I thought actually. So it's actually about time that I do play this. Because I definitely play this game at least once a year nowadays. So I'll give you my thoughts on more or less that I feel like I start every single story with I was a really sheltered kid. And that's how I start all my stories. But it's true. I was a really sheltered kid about a lot of money. And I was also like 10 years behind. Like what I mean is we had dial-up internet, we had plug-and-play consoles, we had just everything was like 10 years behind when I was a kid because we didn't have like an internet and all that. So this was like 2010, like when I was 8, it was 2010. But it was like we were living in 2000. That was like kind of how it was. So, generally, my experience with games as a kid was basically Pac-Man and arcade games. Because we actually had a plug-and-play Namco games, which, yeah, if you want to say that was the first game like I ever loved was Pac-Man, but I don't really consider that in the same type of league as... Dude, I forgot how tiny the Joy-Con sticks were. I can't believe I fucking 100%ed Mario Odyssey with this thing. I did though, trust me. I 100%ed Mario Odyssey with Joy-Cons. Granted, I did use the grip. I'm using them loose here because it's better in the between the nunchuck, but which actually my preferred way, if I have to play Mario Galaxy on Switch, my preferred way of playing it is with detached Joy-Cons. But that feels the closest to the actual control scheme. But starting off all my stories by saying I was a very sheltered kid. I played this, so I played a lot of arcade games and like stuff, and I remember I was about 13, we finally got a laptop that had decent internet. And I had school and my mom had to work and we only had one laptop. So when my mom was cooking, I was allowed to go on the computer when she was like done working and she would go cook dinner. I was allowed to go on the computer and play like Flash games. And I played Mario Bros. Crossover. I had never played a Mario game really. If you don't know what Mario Bros. Crossover is, it's basically the original Super Mario Bros. But you can play as a bunch of different NES characters. Yeah, I'm not playing through this for speed. But I will probably go pretty fast because it's just again, I played this game so many times. But yeah, everything just started speedrunning, honestly. Doing like casual 61-star runs, or 80% runs, whatever you call them. However, that's where you start running in circles and you can't stop. Like, sure, this game is not perfect, and I fully acknowledge it, but that's not what we're here to do. Is to say, this is not a review of Super Mario Galaxy. This is not a review of Super Mario Galaxy. I think maybe one time I should do like try as hard as I could. This would be like the hardest game. This and obviously Breath of the Wild, but this game particularly would be the hardest game for me to do an unbiased review on. I think. Like Breath of the Wild, I can recognize some of its shortcomings, and it's still my favorite game of all time. And it's not as much of a bias as I legitimately think Breath of the Wild is that freaking good. However, and I know that Breath of the Wild 2 will probably replace it because of the amount of stuff that's in. I really hope, like, if they're gonna keep, are they like keeping their like map from the first game? What we're gonna see shit in the past. There's the Zonai. There's like so much interesting theories for what Breath of the Wild 2 is going to be, and I cannot wait for it. But I mean, I will wait because I would rather the game be perfect than anything else, really. So yeah, one of the greatest, but yeah, Breath of the Wild means more to me. Like, it doesn't mean more to me personally. I mean, it's my favorite game, but it means a lot to me personally. And I finally beat it, and I don't know, man. I spent so many hours, and I didn't want to beat Breath of the Wild because it was such a good game. I spent hundreds of hours on 2 separate save files before, actually no, 3 separate save files before I ever decided to beat it myself. That was an experience. Yeah, I can play Mario Galaxy in my sleep, honestly, but I don't care. It's amazing. Breath of the Wild. Yeah, I mean, I'm talking about Breath of the Wild. It's my favorite of all time, and I think it's definitely worth discussing. But I think this is the game that actually, this was my favorite game of all time for years, first of all. And second of all, it took me until really just recently to realize that Breath of the Wild was my favorite game of all time. And to me, it was just people taking like sky shots or like landscape photos and just seeing how beautiful the landscape was again. And like, oh wow, this is just. And how many like singular serene moments there are. Maybe atop of a tower at cold elevation, just standing there. You can see everything. It's like there's so many like amazing like locations that you can just like stand somewhere and look around. And I really do want to play Breath of the Wild again now that I'm talking about it. Even though I just finished playing Master Mode, I think I should play normal mode. I have an excuse to play through it again because I want to do all the DLC, but I want to do the DLC on normal mode because I was struggling on Master Mode. So I think I will play it again, actually. I don't want it to consume my whole life, but I don't really care. My entire channel just me playing Breath of the Wild. I mean, like, that's just how it's gonna be. Like, so I'm saying I understand the people who say, "Oh, it's very good, but it's not the best game ever." Like, I'm not even saying it's the best game ever. I'm still gonna say Ocarina of Time is the most well-rounded and greatest game of all time, and if not that, then probably this or Galaxy 2. But Breath of the Wild is like it has like faults, but it does do so much right, and it's a game that personally. So that would be those are my top 2, and then Ocarina of Time is my third game. I don't know. I think I'm picking like a handful, like 5 or so. It's probably a good. There should be a cap on it somewhere. It's specifically first-party Nintendo games. Yeah, I think Ocarina of Time for sure. And then for the other 2, it's kind of harder because for me, I'd be like, I don't want to say like Mario Kart Wii, but that game, or New Super Mario Bros. Wii, both of those games are very nostalgic. And Mario Odyssey, it's a phenomenal game. I think actually, if we're talking top 5. Or like top 5 greatest things Nintendo ever made / top 5 greatest things that I like. Super Metroid deserves to be in both of those lists. It is an experience. Also, I'm very excited for Metroid Dread, and I want to play Fusion and Zero Wish, and I need to get my GBA emulator running, but I'll have to stream it on stuff so I can't stream it on YouTube and upload that. But yeah, so I don't want to spend spend the entire Galaxy stream talking about this. Ocarina of Time, like honestly, it could go one of three ways depending on how I'm feeling. If you ask me my favorite game on any given day, I could say Mario Galaxy Breath of the Wild or Ocarina of Time, and that's just a fact. Like honestly, this music gives me chills still, but that's not the point. I think. And then I'd say probably Super Metro. I'd say either Galaxy 2 or Odyssey as the next one, but I feel like Galaxy 2 is cheating. I already said Galaxy 1. And they're so similar. I feel like if you included Galaxy 1 and 2 together, then like that may be just the greatest game to ever exist. And technically two separate games, so. Okay, this isn't. I'm thinking of the second star. It doesn't matter. I don't think my time on this. Biggest tower did I have so many distinct memories of this game. But yes, I was a sheltered kid and I was about 13, so I started playing Mario Bros. Crossover online. Oh yeah, you actually have to use the pipe for this. No, you don't. Wait, that's where I came from. But yeah, I'm it has been a minute since I played. I don't actually remember everything. Something feels mildly off about playing with the Joy-Con, so let's see if I can do this without the little bro. Yeah, there we go. Generally, like any complaints that everyone had of Mario 3D All-Stars, and trust me, I understand the complaints. I had issues with it myself, but at the end of the day, it just lets more people experience Mario Galaxy, and to me, that is a win. So like, I'm really glad they did release. I just think it's interesting. I'm gonna like hold off on the negativity, but how people complain about 3D All-Stars and then people complain when they didn't get the same treatment as Zelda. It's like, unfortunately, no matter what people are going to complain about everything, and you can never make everyone happy, which is honestly just a sad fact that I am a type of person who would want to wish I could make them happy. And at some point, you just gotta realize you can't please everyone. It's actually really unfortunate. But so I started playing a lot of like Mario Bros. Flash games on the computer. On that I was playing since I was 13. This was in spring of 2016 or February of 2016. I can do the skip. It's not really much of a skip, but you know. And I'm not going to go into the whole medical history about that, because that's what I want to talk about. And I was homeschooled. Like I said, I didn't read up before. I started going on YouTube and going on TikTok, and I started just watching. I watched a lot of Mario Maker content, and I didn't have the game. This was, like I said, early 2016, so Mario Maker was still like a hot thing. But I played. And I do want to clarify when I put the thing in the title of this stream, I'm not calling y'all old by saying it's an old game. I mean, it's an old game. It's a game that this game and me go back a while, is what I'm saying. And I know me being 19, and I don't find it regret until we get over it. I'm not comfortable, but I'm going to regret it. I'd still rather play this way than with a real controller for Galaxy, because that would feel wrong. And I could have booted it up on the Wii, but I didn't. But again, I think that this game. So what happened was that I started going. So I became a Mario fan, and I actually started playing some of the real games, the old 2D games like Mario 3, Mario World. But I played them in Flash, and I couldn't save, so I had to start fresh every time. Imagine that, huh? That was great. But I went over to my friend's house, and I had this girl who I knew who was like a close with me at the time. She was like an older sister to me in a time where I really needed it. And it was genuinely really great of her to do. It started out with her just like giving me advice in dance class and stuff because my mom was into it, and but it ended up being like this really close relationship where me and her, we were like really close, and she had a DS, and we would play. She got Yoshi's Island DS, and we played that. It's weird. It's weird that I have nostalgia for Yoshi's Island DS of all things. But it was a game that she had, and she played it, and we really played it on levels. And I wanted to play more games, and she said that we could play on the Wii whenever she found her sensor bar. And then she said, well, I'm not really using my Wii, so if you would want to borrow the Wii, you can. So we went to GameStop. She bought a sensor bar for the Wii. And then she bought Super Paper Mario, which I heard playing a bit of. I still never did it. And then she found New Super Mario Bros. And I had played New Super Mario Bros. U at a friend's house. And it was really fun. So I love playing New Super Mario Bros. That game had a ton of nostalgia for me. I took that. That was the only game I took out initially. And then she's like, hey, if you want some more games, get them over. And she gave me Mario Galaxy and Wii Sports case. Because I wanted to play Wii Sports. I still wanted to play Wii Sports. So she gave me Mario Galaxy, but it was on a Wii Sports case because she didn't have a case for it. Because they must have gotten mixed up somewhere. And I played Mario Galaxy, and I initially got really hooked because I know it was for my birthday, and I got Mario All Stars, the original All Stars, the one on Wii. I got it for my 14th birthday, which was June of 2016. So it's been 5 years. So it's been 5 years. But anyway, this music just puts a smile on my face. But yeah. But it's been exactly 5 years, or not exactly, but around 5 years since I probably played this every time. I don't know what date. However, so this game was so it's been about 5 years since I played it. And I think about it, which is crazy to me. And I got hooked on this game. I think I played it in a friend's house. So I started playing it myself because I got a copy from a good friend. And shit, how many stars? Okay, I have 70. I wasn't even paying attention to the starter account because I was too busy talking about my annual thing. But I don't think I got hooked like right away, but as soon as I did get hooked, I was hooked. And funny story about Galaxies, I actually didn't know how to long jump for the longest time. So I did not know how to long jump. I remember I eventually went for 120 stars because, you know, I beat the game and I loved it, and I just kind of like slowly went for 120 stars. And I played this game like every day after school, and I went for 120 stars. I was homeschooled, and as soon as like school started, I went for 120 stars, and I remember trying to do Luigi's Turtle points, and I did not have we did not have any what was the word? 98. I need one more star. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, and just whenever Mom was 6 like I would do schoolwork during the day. A lot of times I'd be at people's houses because my mom would go to the hospital in Pittsburgh for like all day, and I'd be like 45 minutes away. I had super anxiety, and I did not feel good being home by myself at that time. I was only like 14, and so I would stay at people's houses. I would do my schoolwork, all this, and then whenever I got home, I would always play either New Super Mario or play this. I started playing Smash Bros. With my dad. Maybe those were the games that I played. And this game just absolutely captivated me. And this, combined with Galaxy 2 and Mario 64, really did get me through one of those technical games, if I'm completely honest. I remember when I got Mario 64, I got my Nintendo 64 and Mario 64, which was also fun, which was from the same friend. And when I got that, it was like the night I was with another friend driving back from somewhere. My mom literally went to the police that night, and when she was in the hospital, I ended up playing Mario 64 for the first time. That game has a lot more negative memories. I was also in the middle of moving. I remember that. The first time I was moving, and it was like the most inconvenient time you could possibly move. Yeah, so, and then for that birthday, or for Christmas that year, when I was 2016, I got a 3DS, and I asked for a 3DS, and I no longer have my 3DS, mainly because I don't play handheld anymore, and when I do, I'd rather just do it on the Switch. Like, if I was going to play 3DS games, I'd rather just emulate them. However, that got me Animal Crossing. It was Mario Maker 3DS, Mario 3D Land, Animal Crossing, I think Mario Kart. Those games got me through so many, like, whenever I did have to tag along for an appointment, yeah, got me through, like, a shit ton of stuff, and, those were the games that I played so much on 3DS, and at that point, yeah, it really was mostly Mario that I played, and I have since expanded my gaming horizons, but, I do still have a love for platforming games, and, Breath of the Wild is what made me love Zelda. I did not love Zelda beforehand. I owned Ocarina of Time 3D, barely ever played it. But whenever I got around to playing it, I knew like nothing about Zelda, and I saw trailers for Breath of the Wild and like, okay. I played it on Wii U first because we got a Wii U for Christmas 2017, and my dad and me, we played it on Wii U, and then I eventually got a Switch and rebought the game because of how much I loved it, and I put in so many hours in Breath of the Wild, it's crazy. But I wouldn't have played any of these Nintendo games. I wouldn't have owned Nintendo consoles if it wasn't for Mario. And the fact that really for this game, like I love New Super Mario Bros. And all that, but this game was something on an entirely other level. I was mesmerized by the 3D, the gravity. I was mesmerized by the music. It just genuinely really. So this was like the only thing I remember. This is gonna sound really crazy, but like I felt like this game was my only friend. Because I also got really distant from any friend. I barely had friends in middle school, so I started high school. I had more friends at that point, but that was a really dumb way to die. But I basically got more distant with my friends, and I don't know. I just felt like everything was sucks. I don't know. I was having just a really hard time. And I remember I was at somebody's house one time. Actually, this was so I know the game for like years. 2015 when or 2016. No, 2016 was when he got diagnosed. 2017 was okay. I'm mixing up my years in my head. But anyway, I'm mixing up my years because I was 15 in 2017 when I turned 15. And it was right after July 4th. When we got, so it's weird because my mom took a pretty quick downward spiral with the cancer. Because I said in the fall in 2016, they did surgery and it got better and all that, and then it came back. And it was not originally brain cancer, it was bladder cancer, which was something that was caught very late because they didn't know what to look for. But again, something that nobody knew to look for. Which is honestly just kind of the worst thing. But again, so I got that news on July 4th, and I remember, I don't know if it was that day specifically, but I remember, it wasn't that day specifically, it was probably like a week after that her pain was getting so much. She was having home hospice, and then her pain got so bad that they had to take her to like proper hospice. And that was, I'm not going to use the question here. I'll use it when I get to the next part. That was real hospice. And when she left, and I was just absolutely devastated because of how quickly it was declining and how quickly everything was happening. And I was at somebody's house, and they had a weed. They asked if we could play, if I could play Mario Galaxy on this person's weed. I just remember this was just like a nostalgic moment for me. And that night I had to stay. I remember I had another person pick me up, who's a very close friend, very close family friend of ours. Who had to pick me up, so I could stay with her that night because my dad and my mom were at the hospice place. So this close friend of mine, this family friend, she's like, I'm actually taking care of a rabbit when they're gone. But tonight I have to go over. I have to leave for days. I have to go feed a rabbit, and then I'm gonna go see Black Widow. I've been really wanting to see Black Widow. I was hyped for that movie back in 2020, March 2020. This was in May, and it's been over a year now. But so I am absolutely super hyped for Black Widow. But anyway, look, it's the Octoroks. Oh, not actually Octoroks, but like Octoroks. Yeah, but I just remember that night was like that was the only thing which kept me like sane was playing Super Mario Galaxy at this person's house. And then I remember this lady picking up. I said, "Hey, we gotta go watch something else." I'm like, "Hey, I'm sorry, we need to go home. We need to go back." And she's like, "Why?" And I said, "Like, I need to get my nunchucks." Because I think I had like grabbed some games to take because they had a Wii U at this person's house, so like I could play the Wii games on it, right? So I had grabbed like a couple of my games, which is probably Mario Galaxy 2, maybe Smash. I don't know what I grabbed. Probably Mario Kart. At that point, I had Mario Kart. It was probably Mario Kart. I don't know what game it was, but I probably grabbed like a couple of my games and took them, and then I said, I need to go back. I need to get some nunchucks. Last year nunchucks, and her kids did martial arts, so she asked me, she thought I meant actual nunchucks, but I meant like no for the Wii, because I had that experience. I didn't know how long my mom was in the hospital. I didn't know how long I was in the hospital, and I had that experience in Mario Galaxy that like kept me sane. So basically, we went back and we got nunchucks. She was super nice about it. And like knowing that she's like the kind of mom, she does not like, I don't mean doesn't believe in video games. She literally told me that video games right away before. She wasn't saying it to tell me to stop playing because all of her kids play and all of her family are like tech junkies except her. But even weirder in HD, huh? But she did she did tell me all of that, and I just hope she cared enough, you know. I'm not gonna like, if that makes you feel better, you need your nunchucks, we're gonna go get your nunchucks, and like nunchucks for the Wii, that's like so random, but like, oh shit, I almost went off the phone. But that was what, and like that was genuinely, like, that was an experience for sure, and the whole thing was an experience for sure. It was actually really, it was a lot. It meant a lot to me. I kind of love the details. So obviously, I kind of want to like read all the different toads because the details of them. This is yellow sleeping toad. Where's yellow sleeping toad? Yanzu, this is blue glasses toad. Glad to see you're okay. Green pickaxe toad and pink spenny toad. All right. They're my favorite. My favorite characters. I love the Toad Brigade. It's made up of yellow sleeping toad, blue glasses toad, green pickaxe toad, and pink spinny toad. My favorite characters. Pink spinny toad for Smash Bros. So, I mean, obviously, I started expanding my games and collection as the years went on. I got more consoles and all that, and I just kind of got more games. And I spent years to save for a Switch. Because I did not have a job, I saved all my saving money for like over a year. I bought a Switch in 2019. And I've really never looked back. I'm like an avid gamer until I can now. So, I would not be the person I wrote about this game, particularly. Like, I know this is like, oh my god, sappy story time, but it's 100% true. And like, I think it's a good thing to just kind of see like, yeah, this game did that for me. Like, it felt like a gift to me, even though like that's a weird personal experience because obviously the game was made. Obviously, millions of people love this game. Millions of people play this game. I'm not trying to claim this game as mine, but it felt like I don't want to be like dramatic or like. It literally felt like this game was there for me when nobody else was, and like that is like so dramatic, and I know, but literally that is my experience, and. It sure was, and I genuinely, like, I don't want to be like, oh my god, this game was made for me, because that sounds like I'm self-destructing game, and whatever game that is for anybody, that's the game that, made them, or affected them in a way. It's like, if more people have Mario Galaxy as that game, that's awesome, and to have shared experiences. And obviously, I'm sure Scott the Waz had a very different experience. I don't think his mom had cancer, to my knowledge. I don't know anything about Scott's parents, but he was also like 10, and I was 14. But the point I'm making is that the fact that someone else has that nostalgic experience, and I finally found a YouTuber who was like, "Oh, Mario Galaxy been making it all the time." Like, oh shit. And I mean, I love Scott. And I disagree with Scott on a lot of things. Which, I mean, it's all arbitrary. It's game. Who cares? But the fact that Scott and I have the same like favorite game outside of that was something that I was like, holy shit! I'm not the only one who has this adoration for the first Galaxy game. And obviously, there's lots of people who do it. Again, anyone who does. I'm not trying to like take that away from anybody. Like, this game's mine. I hate people who do that. Honestly, people who like play characters or play. I knew a person who accused me of being obsessed with a character and playing a character because she knew someone else did that. The only thing was just but genuinely, so I definitely really want to hear what everybody's everyone's game is like first love game, like the game that made them, or like the Nintendo game that was that game for you, and like that's not like that game. Like I'm not doing a very good job of explaining it, but like I want to hear like it doesn't have to be Nintendo. If somebody's like Sonic Adventure 2, like that is an answer that would like make all the sense. And that game was there for me in a hard time too, which is a lot more recently. That was also a game that was there for me in a hard time, but that's a whole different thing. I mean, Mario Odyssey was there for me in a hard time. Mario Odyssey was a game that I played during quarantine because I had nothing else to do. And I played that game before. I played it when I got my Switch in 2019. But in 2020 in quarantine, I was like, man, I was literally mentally so good for me to not mentally stable all the time. And I'm not mentally stable right now, but I'll be okay. But just right now, because it's the lies I already said. I have, it's personally not a good month for me. However, again, Mario Odyssey was there for me in the April-May quarantine. I was going fucking crazy, and it was like the only thing that had me sane, the only thing that was fun for me was 100%ing Mario Odyssey. And I just put all my time into 100%ing Mario Odyssey. That was it. That was all. And it's always a Mario game or a Zelda game for me that does that for me. And Breath of the Wild was just there for me in any transitional period. Like after my mom passed away, it's just like this experience. And it was honestly something my dad and I bonded over, even though we don't like talk that much. We would bond over, we would fight over Breath of the Wild, who would get to play first. My dad's not a gamer at all, but Breath of the Wild was that game. It was that game. And like for both of us. And it takes my dad now. He could say he has Nintendo stories with me. And he never would have cared. He never cared or did anything about Nintendo. Last time we played video games was in the arcades. Like he didn't care about Nintendo at all. That's what I did. But now it's like, oh, I have those stories with you, and you love it. So like, I have fun memories of playing like Smash Bros. With you. Yeah, that's how it is at the end of the day. And I like Smash Bros. Man, I've had such good memories of the Smash series, even though I've not been a little shortcut here. Even though I've not been like a hardcore player, but I have had really good experience in Mario Kart. Like I said, I played 4 games: Mario Kart, Mario 3D Land, Mario Maker 3DS, and Animal Crossing New Leaf. Were the games that I played on 3DS. And 3DS games were usually $40, but I got most of them for $20 or as gifts. So I was able to afford that. Those are really good experiences. I also had, what else did I have? I know I had the Yoshi game, and I had Pokemon. That was like the only time I ever played Pokemon was on the 3DS. Again, I have oddly fond memories of 3DS, even though I didn't actually play it at the time. But yeah, it's something that I personally I remember super. I'll always love the Wii U, even if I don't play it that much, because the Switch has most of the games. But the Wii U and 3DS, man, those consoles were interesting. They had music. The Wii U and 3DS, they had fucking music on the shop and on the menus. The 3DS had themes, damn it. It's just like, I don't know, man. I miss it. And yeah, I know not having themes is just a nit thing. It's not like an actual hardware issue. There are things about the Switch that I would, like, for instance, Joy Hunter, that I would much rather they address than not having themes. I'll stop it in here. Stop in this little place. I think what's great about Breath of the Wild is how like you can feel very powerful or very underpowered depending on your situation and how you. I love that. It's just genuinely a really great experience, and I love. Yeah, this game particularly, I mean, like I said, there's any number of games I could play and be like, this game helped me through a hard time, this game shaped my taste, but like, this is a singular game that like, I would have to give up to. So I apologize if that was long, but this music brings me. This entire soundtrack is really fantastic. We all know it's fantastic. It's the same person who made the Galaxy soundtracks. Hideo Koda, he made the Mario 3D World soundtrack as well. And it's all just phenomenal stuff. I love the Mario 3D World soundtrack as well. It's really good. But speaking of good games, I played the Mario 3D World recently and Bowser's Fury is phenomenal. And I'll say this right now, looking forward to the future here. I want them to make a full-fledged game that's like Bowser's Fury. And I think it will happen because I think Bowser's Fury was an experiment considering how well received it was. I think it will happen. And I honestly cannot wait to play that game that's not out. That's not even announced yet. But the next 3D Mario game, whether it's Odyssey 2 or it's a Bowser's Fury type game, I will adore it. Like, I'm very excited whenever they decide to make a new 3D Mario, which is hopefully soon because it's been a hot minute. Bowser's Fury is like an expansion. It's not the type game. It's been 4 years. It's been almost 4 years since last 3D Mario. Which I guess is the gap between 3D World and Odyssey. If they're gonna make an Odyssey 2, I think it would happen by now. So I'm kind of thinking they're working on something bigger and better right now. And that is absolutely thrilling. So yeah, Breath of the Wild 2 and the next 3D Mario game are going to be like it's just going to get better in terms of the quality. The music industry will be like this decade, as in genres and artists. I think it's different from the 2010s because I think we're already seeing a lot of teenagers are taking music into their own hands more than ever. It was in the latter half of the 2010s. I mean, think about the 2010s. Is that is a very good question. Think about the 2010s. Is that the 2010s? The first half and second half of the 2010s were very, very different, and Lord really changed the game. And I will say that Royals is the Smells Like Teen Spirit of, and now we talk about hobby for a second, that's another thing that I'm completely geeky about. Royals is the Smells Like Teen Spirit of the 2000s, or the 2010s. And, but I think what we're seeing now is the return of, like, pop punk and, like, chick rock. We're seeing, like, you got, like, Transparent Soul, Good For You, like, type of songs that are, like, getting popular. And I'm definitely seeing that being like a trend. Like whatever the new trend is, I mean the trend is Olivia Rodrigo, obviously. So I do see like rock. I think rock is coming back in some form. Like even for guys, you've got MGK taking like those pop punk influences. So I think that's the way that rock is kind of coming back to the mainstream a little bit. In like kind of like a pop punk sense, or like even like a rap rock kind of thing, and that's how I see it coming back into the mainstream, which is good because I got sick of Imagine Dragons crap. So that is my opinion. What we're going to be seeing. I don't usually go over here in this part, but and then I think K-pop is still on a big trend, and I'm hoping to see more Korean acts cross over because there's a lot of really good Korean acts besides BTS and Blackpink. 2000s nostalgia, absolutely for sure. So I think the 2020s will be 2000s nostalgia for sure because all those emo kids are grown up now. Yeah, I think another like another thing is like I said, that's kind of like a return of rock in some form. And I think I definitely don't like that. Oh my god, mumble rap bad. Like I do too. But I also think like quote unquote mumble rap and trap. Like trap is still a predominant influence. It's not the only thing. Ever since I'd say about 2019, music's been way more diverse than it was in 2018. And like Old Town Road broke the system. But there's a lot of really good Korean acts I hope could potentially cross over. Besides Blackpink and BTS. I think that's another thing is people being more open to international acts. Oh, message redacted. Well, I hope you weren't saying anything offensive. Oh shit, the cutscene started. I ground pounded on the very edge of the platform and that started the cutscene. But yeah, I think that's all very good trends in the future. And it seems like it's going very well. Your future game, like I don't know what future gaming trend will be because I just think the Switch is its own trend. Nintendo never follows trends. They create trends that other companies poorly replicate, like the Wii, the Kinect, and the PlayStation Move. Like that's so. I think people will. I think the next trend is probably going to be hybrid consoles, and more companies are going to throw their hat in the ring with that because of how successful the Switch has been. Assuming the Switch continues to be successful, which I really hope it does. But I'm just worried they're going to fumble with the OLED. They're just still making this just to tide a few people over there who want a bigger screen and shit. They're making a Switch 2. They haven't said they're making a Switch 2, but they're going to make a Switch 2. This is like my opinion. They're never going to take the appeal of the Switch. Let me. How many star rates do I have? A lot of shows in 2000 are getting rebates. Clone High, Carly, Proud Family, Gossip Girl. Yep, that's definitely true. But I think that the only one of those I know is iCarly. But again, I do generally. I have noticed that for sure. So I think people are very nostalgic for 2000s media. I'm sitting here being nostalgic for a 2007 game that I played in 2016, but okay. Yeah, like I said, I could play this game in my sleep, basically, but that's okay. I mean, I woke up too early anyway. I need to sleep. And yeah, I'm very, very excited to go see. Dude, it's been a hot minute since I've seen a Marvel movie in the theater. I think the last one was Spider-Man Far From Home, I think. Maybe I think that was the last one. It's been a hot minute, and I'm very excited. I know they've been doing the TV and stuff, but I've not really been watching it. I do want to watch the Loki show, but I'm really bad at watching shows in general. But I think I should watch. I think I need to watch Loki. I'm very interested in it. Tom Hiddleston is a great actor. He really does the part very well. Now I'm thinking of Mayro during the color challenge this game. Dude, no, don't die. Please don't die. Oh my god. I don't want to tell you how many close calls I've had with this section in my entire life. No, live! Please live! Please live, Mario. We like living. Made it. I just love how many small details are in video games. Like, hey, spend dying with Starbits. I know, it's like a little thing, but it means a lot to me. Fashion trends for the era being YK2 low-rise jeans, crop tops, flip phones. Flip phones are coming back? Wait, what? I did not hear about this. What time is it? It's 3:30. I have another hour. I discovered a new galaxy. But dude, I'm gonna get Mexican because they don't close until 10. Probably out of the movie at like 9 o'clock. The Mexican place is open until 10. So that'll be very tasty for dinner after I go see the movie. Yeah, I'm going to see Black Widow today. Yeah, as far as music trends go, I don't really know, but I do think more like rock leaning things will come back in a way. Besides that, I mean, just continuing the trends of more teenagers dominating the industry and streaming dominating. But like I said, I've listened to a lot of really good Korean acts, and it's really a shame that BTS and Blackpink are the only ones that cross over. I think they're both quality acts for sure, but music is just so like good. Me playing games or just praising the soundtrack all the time. That's what I do. But yeah, I really want to see. I think a couple groups that have potential. I think definitely ITZY has potential to cross over. I mean, they already have, but cross over into a more mainstream setting. Especially if and when Blackpink disbands, I think that ITZY has a chance to really cross over big time. I can see Stray Kids as well, eventually. They do have a pretty big fan base. MySpace has been dead for the most part for the last decade, and it's already popular Space Hey. Wow, this is like really interesting. I did not know any of this. I legitimately did not know. I mean, I knew that the 2000s music trends were coming back, and I knew about like the iCarly reboot and stuff, but I did not know about any of this other stuff. And then I guess people being nostalgic for their Wii games now. It's funny because my nostalgia comes from a completely different place because I was a sheltered kid and I didn't have games until 2016 and I was 14. My mom had cancer and died. It's depressing. I'm sorry to put on that voice. It's just like, that's probably what it sounds like to people who aren't interested. Yeah, it's something that like it means a lot to me. It means so much to me. Penguins are so cute. Oh, the penguins so fucking much. I just see the trends that we've seen continue. Like, I think TikTok being popular sure is a trend. Yeah, I could talk about like music all day. My uncle said he liked the song "Brutal" by Olivia Rodrigo. So like, really soft indigo voice will stay around. Well, what is Olivia Rodrigo? Whatever Olivia Rodrigo is doing. I mean, I think we're really gonna have to see how Billy's album does. What's the new song again? It's called my brain is blanking. India. From what I heard of it, it's definitely better. I like it more than the last couple. Like, man, her last couple songs did nothing for me, which is crazy. I'm a big fan. I listen to like a lot of her music. Her music is like really good, but like her last couple songs have done absolutely nothing for me. So. Literally all of this music is so nostalgic. It does feel easier to control with the smaller like than it does with but yeah, I feel like her album or like her singles are really underperforming right now. Like Lost Cause really underperformed. And it was also a song that just did nothing for me. Same with I think like what other Korean acts I would like to see cross over. I mean Dreamcatcher, but not in a million years would happen. But I mean it's happened. Like crossover, like people do know who they are outside of Korea, but those are mostly people who already listen to K-pop, and it's not just like random the general public. People listen to K-pop, or at least people who are somewhat in the know about music versus people who just casually listen to the radio are never gonna know. I've not seen the music video for India. Is it like offensive? I know that's like so weird, but I remember the video for Lost Cause was getting a lot of backlash for being either queerbaity or just like weird. I don't know. I don't really like. I didn't. To me, it's just sexy girls in pajamas. Like. This whole thing about her dating this dude is a Trump supporter, and that's very disturbing. But I'm more worried about the fact that he's almost 30 and he's 19. I'm like, what is that age gap? There's some Taylor Swift and John Mayer shit. Let me see if I can do the trick. Hold on. I know this isn't about me showing off, but I think it would be pretty fun. Like, okay, showing off in games is a way of appreciating them, okay? Dude, that was close. Maybe. No, I have to get the jump off the thing, right? I'm trying to do a funny trick. Dude, why didn't I triple jump? Dude, like... Yeah, people said Lost Cause was queer-baiting. I just thought the song was really boring. I don't know what's going on with the new music video. But I mean, from what I heard, it's definitely a more interesting song than the last couple. And like, Your Power, like, that song is a good message, but damn, it's boring. The song-wise, what I've heard, I think NDA is more interesting than Lost Cause for sure. I may have seen like a small clip of the video, but I don't remember. Dude, I want to get this so bad. This is a trick I'm trying to do. Really? I think breaking games is appreciating them in their own right. Like all those people who speedrun Super Mario 64. There we go, got it. Yes. So basically, you're supposed to use a bullet bill and open that launch star, and then it will land you on the part of the planet, and it activates the cutscene. However, if you do this trick, the gravity from here will pull you in, and you can explore this area before you activate the cutscene. It's really weird. It's like it's actually kind of creepy. So if I stand right, that's not where it is. If I get to the right location, I should start the cutscene. Right here? Yeah, there we go. As soon as I'm on this square, the cutscene will start. I play this game probably every year at least. I said it's been 5 years, and this game literally was my friend when nothing else was. That's the most dramatic way of putting it, but well, speaking of dramatic, when I say I was like a fan of Billie Eilish and the music, I'm not invested in her as a person or anything, but I am a fan of her music, yes. Dude, stop. I better not start cussing today. Dude, I was cussing out a literal child on Mario Maker yesterday, and I feel like shit. Like, I didn't know that could happen. Oh, the music changes too. What do you call it? The amount of character that's in these games, man. I'm just hoping that the next Mario game will have this much character as Odyssey. I think Odyssey was actually one of the most character. But this game has the superior soundtrack, I'm sorry. That might be a controversial opinion, but this game's soundtrack is better than Odyssey. Odyssey had a good soundtrack, though, don't get me wrong. Oh yeah, the Cascade Canyon theme gives me chills. Just like the Breath of the Wild theme gives me chills. Just like everything about Breath of the Wild gives me chills. If I'm like brutally honest, that game. That game is amazing. It's perfect. There we go. You see, that's where the star spawns. You can't usually explore that area, but you can do the trick. Is Maintenance Star Force underrated? Well, I'm not actually sure what that is. So, I can't tell you if it's underrated. I guess by not knowing what it is, that would indicate that it's underrated. I know what Mega Man is, but I don't know what Mega Man Star Force is. Now I want to play Mega Man 2. Look. Yes, I could absolutely play this game in my sleep. But I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, this game is like very comforting and very relaxing. So when I play if I feel down, and usually I don't. And not that I don't mean I usually don't feel down. I mean, I don't play this every single time I feel down, because that would be like ridiculous. But oh, I'm stuck. No, I'm not actually stuck. Oh, there's water there. That's why I was stuck. This is how it's the bathroom in every country. Dude, I was just watching Iceberg videos on Mario Galaxy and Mario 64. And dude, I keep thinking about Mario 64 and how every copy is personalized, and it's this really creepy pasta. It's a really creepy pasta about every copy of Mario Kart 64 being personalized, or Super Mario 64. I mean, I don't really indulge in creepypasta shit, but like, come on, man, that's too good of one to not. Like, damn you, evil Nintendo developers who made their game personalized. I'm being sarcastic, because I really can't see anyone at Nintendo putting an evil personalization AI into a Mario game. Unless it's the mysterious Smash Bros. Creator. If it's the like super mysterious third person who programmed Super Smash Bros. 64. No, apparently this is a thing where like there's this unknown person who worked on Super Smash Bros. 64. And that is very creepy to me. So maybe that was the person who put the personalization AI into. It's like, dude, didn't they have credits in games back then? Like, come on. Like, this is the late 90s. They definitely had game credits at that point in time. I think that's hilarious to me. But like, they had game credits. And yet, there's a mystery programmer. I mean, I saw it on a post. I don't know if it's true, but if it is true, then what? I mean, I understand with like Castlevania, with like nobody knowing who programmed it, because that was back in the 80s. They didn't like document these things well, but by 99, come on, man. Like, I loved it. Was it the original Zelda? And like a lot of old games, how everyone's names in the credits were like fake. Or like they had fake names in the credits. It's pretty wholesome, honestly. I'll have to look it up. Free in the Toads. I'm all about free in the Toads. Dude, fuck me. I just called the Goomba a toad. I feel like a piece of shit. Captain, how could you? Dang, sick burn. But I'll look it up after this. I think it is absolutely extremely. It's actually really funny. The original Legend of Zelda credits. Who all the people who worked on it had completely different, like fake names. Sega did it for a while. Capcom did it for a while. Capcom, dude. Obviously, everyone knows about Inafune, who's JJ Inafune. But the composer, I forget the guy's name right now, but he's the composer for Rockman 3. Went by Bun Bun. Bun Bun. And there's somebody credited in Mega Man 2 who is credited as Fishman. I'm not kidding. So yeah, 80s game credits are honestly so wholesome. But I was just saying, like, how the fuck did they get to 1999 and have a mystery program? Oh well. Let me look up the Zelda 1 credits real quick, or like, because it says how they are credited versus who it actually was. It's on Nintendo Fandom. It's on Moby Games. So here we go. Hiroshi Yamauchi, credited as H. Mayauchi. Shigeru Miyamoto, credited as S. Miyahon. Takashi Tezuka, credited as 1010. Toshihiko Nagako, credited as T. Nakazu. Yasunari Soejima, credited as Yachan. And I Mori, credited as Maru Maru. And Koji Kondo, credited as Kanchan. This is like assuming that is the original Legend of Zelda credits. Yeah. So I think they kind of ran over it pretty quickly because I remember Kachan is Kanchan. Look it up. Google it. Just Google Legend of Zelda credits. It's so funny to me. I don't know why. But I said the Capcom ones are the best because I said there's somebody called Fishman. Mega Man 2. The Mega Man 2 credits, they have like a special thing. And somebody called Fishman. Someone called Fishman who was credited. And the composer for Mega Man 3 was credited as Bun Bun. Because of course. My favorite game composer, Bun Bun. But I think it's funny to see like Takashi Tezuka is like 10-10. Everyone they just teach the names. Apparently the reasoning for this was because They didn't want people stealing their talent. I am serious. Companies didn't want other companies stealing their talent. They did not want companies stealing their content. It's just, oh my goodness. It's a really strange thing. Of course, even I know Yuji Naka in Sonic was you. The first two Sonic games was U2, like YU number 2. So yeah, I know Yuji Naka was U2. And then the Castlevania cut, that's the thing, nobody actually knows who made Castlevania. Maybe Battle Network, I've not played it. What is it? Sounds like it isn't an RPG because I don't really play RPGs. But yeah, but I think my favorite, I just love seeing how people were credited. Funny thing about the Sonic 1 credits, there's somebody named, or the Sonic 1 and 2 Game Boy Advance opening. There's somebody named Carol Yaz, that is like not a real person. There's a name in the credits that is like Carol Yaz, and that is not a real person. And here's the best part, that every single person, there's only like 10 people in the Sonic 1 credits, every single person has a pseudonym, except for the composer, Masato Nakamura, because he was from a band called Dreams Come True. He was an already known person. So, literally everyone else in the Sonic the Hedgehog credits has a pseudonym except for him. And by the time they got around to Sonic 3, pretty much everyone was using their real names. I think it's really interesting how this is a practice that did not continue for very long. But it is a really interesting relic. I have not been able to play Game Boy Advance games. I would love to, but I have to emulate them and I have to stream on my Twitter because I can't stream on my YouTube when I'm playing on my computer because I need to use my computer to stream. Do that. Before you ask me about capture devices, I am technologically literate. But you too. Like the band, except for Y. And then, of course, Michael Jackson was uncredited in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. But we all know that Michael Jackson was involved making music for Sonic 3. At least I think most people do know that at this point. It's mainly common knowledge. Sonic 3. Well, I guess Sonic and Knuckles. He won by the time Sonic and Knuckles happened, but Sonic 3 was Michael Jackson. That he worked on the music. If you didn't know that, this is like relatively common knowledge at this point. You'd have to look it up. But it's very real. He just was not credited because I don't know. It's controversial or something. They cut ties with him. I don't freaking know. It's weird. But I'd be like, oh, my favorite Sonic composer, Michael Jackson. Like, I think it's funny to me. Your stupid filler comments, Nintendo, or comments, not comments. There's no such thing as filler. There are probably filler comments somewhere. Dude, I just realized like how much care they used to put into like they release information every day on Smash Bros. Brawl. Like yeah. 4 minutes. Gotta hurry! Hurry! Yeah, Michael Jackson working on Sonic 3. Common knowledge at this point, but very, very strange regardless. Can I please? It's actually really strange, but Sonic music goes hard. I don't. Stop dying. I need to stop dying. I don't care what anybody says. First 40 slaps. I don't care what anybody says. So here's an interesting bit of trivia. That the chain chomp enemies, obviously these are like chomp balls, but the like actual chain chomps were inspired by Shigeru Miyamoto in his childhood. Got chased by there was this dog that tried to attack him, and the dog was being restrained by a chain, and that was apparently the inspiration for Chain Chomp. Was this dog that scared Miyamoto as a kid. It's like an actual thing. I wish Miyamoto had social media. Sakurai has social media, but people harass him. Like, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Sakurai quit social media at any point. He deserves it, honestly. Like, I mean, he deserves to be allowed to quit. I'm not saying he does not deserve the harassment. No, that's what we are not going to do. Yeah, the amount of harassment that Sakurai has gotten is actually disgusting. Nobody deserves that shit. Especially not someone as hardworking and dedicated as he is. Yeah, I wonder if Miyamoto is a dog person. Or if that one experience scarred him so much that he hates dogs from now on. But I don't know, I kind of feel like he'd be a dog person. I feel like Sakurai's a cat person, but that's just me. I don't know. I just feel like Sakurai is a cat person. Sakurai is a cat person. Just I don't know, just in my opinion, he seems like a cat person, because I think here's the thing, Sakurai is such a workaholic that dogs are too distracting. So no, I don't want to go back. In my opinion, dogs are too distracting for Sakurai. I feel like Miyamoto could be a dog person, but just not that dog. I love that they always said that Miyamoto was like inspired to make Zelda by like playing in the woods as a kid and reading fantasy novels. That's just so wholesome, dude. Like, Miyamoto is actually wholesome. Miyamoto is not the type of person who would program a terrifying AI into Super Mario 64. Listen, I don't know the guy, but like, the whole thing with the personalization AI, it's a really far-fetched theory, but I do think it's interesting. I like me a good creepypasta from now and then. but I don't believe it for a second. Do you ever use the Dreamcast? I don't have a Dreamcast, so I have not used it because I don't have one. But I played, I played some of Sonic Adventure. I need to get back to it. I played Sonic Adventure 2. I played them on GameCube. Are there any like Dreamcast games that are like exclusive that are worth it? And like a Sega base fishing? Dun, 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 dun. I guess the important question would be are they PlayStation or Xbox? And that's the joke because like they're Nintendo developers. But what do you play in your free time? I mean, there's no Xbox rep and there's like one PlayStation rep. I guess Final Fantasy is more of a PlayStation rep now. I don't know. I mean, Snake is PlayStation rep. I don't know. Based on the Smash characters, I can't really say if Sakurai is a PlayStation or Xbox guy. We'll never know for sure. But you got rid of a message again? All these secret messages that I'll never see. I don't know why. I just think again the old credits are so entertaining to see those names. I kept telling my dad that he should have. My dad should have been a game dev. My dad is 60 years old. What is 68? Sakurai's 50, so my dad's like right in the middle. He's 67. How old is he? I don't remember. How old is Miyamoto? Old. He's old, that's all I will say. And yeah, I know my dad's old too. Architecture design the same as object design, or are they both different from each other? What? Are you asking in game credits? I have no idea. I'm sorry. I don't know that kind of lingo. I assume architecture is buildings, so I assume those are the people who design the buildings versus people who design other random objects in the world. I don't know though. I don't know enough about it. But what curiosity? What game credits are you looking at right now? This game? Dude, this game, the credits could go on for days. So many people who obviously worked on this game. Who obviously gave me a friend when I didn't have one. It's so dramatic. But, I was saying one of those people, hey, thank you. Every single person who worked on Mario Galaxy, thank you. For literally, like, I don't know, man. People do not get enough appreciation. Like, people are just, like, angry consumers. They're like, we want product! We not care who made product or how product is made. We want good product. We want good product fast. Like, oh, man. So somebody was saying how they were sad that the Mario 3D All-Stars just came with a cartridge, whereas Mario All-Stars on Wii came with the booklet and the soundtrack and all that. It's like no. Mario All-Stars on Wii was also lazy. Mario All-Stars on Wii was lazy because they for of all, the soundtrack CD was really short. And second of all, Nintendo, please just put your soundtracks in Spotify. Oh my gosh. But second of all, it was lazy because they didn't even change the controllers from the SNES controller. This game, at least they updated the graphics to be Joy-Cons. Yeah, Mario All-Stars on Wii was also extremely cool. Like, if I wanted to design the way a building looks, does that count as object design since you were designing an object? I don't know. I'm not a game developer. Ask a game developer. Ask Miyamoto what the difference is between. I'm kidding. Obviously, Miyamoto isn't on social media, nor would he reply. But like, that's the joke. Ask Miyamoto the difference between architecture and object design. Sure is an interesting one. I'm sure you can find plenty of people who are like indie game devs who would gladly talk to you. I can skip the sergeants here. I know I can't as a Luigi. Yeah, that is a very high jump. I think it is possible with Mario, but I'm not gonna sit around and try it. I've been up since about 7 o'clock. I'm already tired, and I still have to go. Well, I don't mean I have to go out. Like I do have to go out because I said I'm taking care of the rabbit. I have to, make sure that the rabbit doesn't die. I mean, to be fair, the rabbit is old, so like, yeah, the other rabbit died already, to the fault of no one. Just the fact that the rabbit was old. It's probably experiencing organ failure. As a 10-year-old rabbit, it was on the accurate lifespan for what that rabbit was supposed to live. Like that rabbit lived out its lifespan. It's just weird because I feel old now. Because I remember when my friend got the rabbits. But yeah, rabbit is in. It's weird that I'm sad. I get sad over everything. Everything is sad. No, but what's sad is that I feel sad about this rabbit, even though I knew it was going to happen. And I get weird now. That would have been sick. Because it makes me feel old. Passing time is what's scary, really. 5 years sick, like, snow up there. My favorite Resident Evil character? I do not play Resident Evil, I'm sorry. I don't know. Oh my god. I died at the end of the fucking auto scroller. I hate everything. Well, I was just being negative and saying that everything is sad. Sometimes everything is sad. I think a lot of things are. Have I seen the new Lucas? I was just saying earlier, I need to watch that. I want to watch it. I'm just really bad at watching things because I don't have an attention span. But I am seeing Black Widow tonight. I'm very excited. I've been on that hype train ever since March of 2020. It was supposed to come out in May of 2020. But I actually really want to see. I went through a very intense Loki phase. Speaking of things that are sad, I assume you know about everything that happened in the movies, or if you don't care. But fucked me up, I'll put it that way. For more reasons than one, but I was very much not cool with Infinity War. But I also think I was coping with shit in my real life, and I just took it out on Infinity War of all things. But yeah, fuck Infinity War, honestly. Like, destroyed my, like, and fuck real life because Chadwick Boseman died. And that is not okay, guys. Like, honestly, what is it with literally the best fucking people? I know, like, I still can't believe that it happened, and like literally nobody knew he had cancer, which is even crazier. I mean, I'm sure some people knew, but like the public didn't seem to know. That's just bonkers to me. Just like the fact, like how well he hit it, that's insane to me. I'm like, you don't need to hide that you're sick. If you have cancer, you can tell someone you have cancer. I don't understand. Like, but man, like no one saw that coming. Like literally no one. Unless I'm wrong and somebody saw it coming, but I sure didn't. But I don't think anybody saw it coming. And like, I don't even care about Infinity War anymore. I'm sad about real life. People dying and not asking for permission first. How rude. How rude of people to die without asking if it's okay. I'm joking. He did show a video of himself that he was curious about. I'm not sure what you mean. I've never seen that, but what I am saying is that I'm joking about because obviously people don't choose to die. So no, you can't ask permission. But like, I've had like actual friends in my real life who I've like asked. I've been like, please don't die, and they die. So it's like. It's my way of coping with people dying is to joke and be like, you're not allowed to die. It's just my way of coping, but I joke about weird shit. But yeah, really all there is to it. I do need to stop on my own. Well, my dad said I gotta get going. I think it's 6:15. It's like a half-hour drive to the theater, and it's not until 6:15 that I have to feed the rabbit first. Which is sort of on the way, but not really. So it's probably a longer drive. But I mean, I wasn't following Chadwick Boseman that closely, but like I had not had any indication that he was sick, or I had not heard anything about him being sick. So if he was sick, then I mean, I know he was sick, but I did not know that he was sick. And I don't think most people did. I think a lot of people were really shocked when they heard about it. But like for the millionth time. Like, I didn't even finish my thoughts. Like, I'm just not. That was just unreal to me. Like, literally, could 2020 have been any worse? Like, you had to take fucking Chadwick Boseman. Some live stream he did before his death was announced. He looked a little different. I see. Damn. I mean, obviously, if you had cancer, you would look a little different. That's just, unfortunately, the truth. Regardless of what, like, treatments or physical symptoms you do show, but I mean, you gotta think about it. It's like, you're gonna look exhausted more than anything. It's really messed up, man. But yeah, I was saying, speaking of death, somebody was posting about Robin Williams in a Nintendo group today. because of course that happened. Because apparently his daughter is named Zelda, and they did commercials for Zelda. I don't know why somebody was posting about it randomly, but... And somebody said there's a character in Breath of the Wild that's inspired by Robin Williams, and they showed a picture. I don't have proof that the character is inspired by Robin Williams, but I mean, it looks like it. I'm like, what? No way. I don't know. I don't know what commercial was. If you just look up Zelda Williams, because she's named after Zelda. Her name is Zelda. If you look up Zelda Williams or Zelda commercial, like, you could probably find it. I don't know. I just saw someone posting about it today, and somebody was saying that there's a character in Breath of the Wild. There's an NPC who is apparently supposed to be Robin Williams. Or not supposed to be Robin Williams, but based off of Robin Williams. It's like, whoa. Like, what's going on? Like, of course, they put it into their fucking Zelda game, because Zelda. It's crazy. At least it doesn't kill you from there. I don't know, man. I saw, they posted like a screenshot from it. I think it was a 3DS commercial, but I don't know. And then it just reminded me of people, there's some TikTok I saw where somebody was like, these are all celebrities we forgot that died. And like, nobody forgot that Robin Williams died. And then there's still people who don't know that Robin Williams died. I'm like, bitch, it was like 6 years ago. What, it was like 2014? How do people not know that? Like, we live in a strange world sometimes. This should be good. There we go. But I mean, if you look it up, you can probably find it. But there was an NPC. Somebody showed me the like screenshot of it. I'm like, wait, are you for real right now? I never noticed this while playing in like hundreds of hours of playing. There's lots of things I didn't notice or know in my hundreds of hours of playing. There's probably things I still don't know about Breath of the Wild, if I'm completely honest. I would never claim to know everything about that game, because that game is expansive as all heck. Yeah, very interesting tidbit I did not know about Breath of the Wild. It's hard to be in the music industry if you're in your early 20s. Listen, no offense, I don't know why you're asking me, because I'm not in the music industry. I posted a couple remixes. I'm not good at editing, and I am not in the music industry, so I would assume yes. I think it's hard at any age, but I would assume yes, but like I can't say for sure. Like, it's definitely proving to be hard for Billie Eilish, that's for sure. I spent years never even looking at the main locations in Breath of the Wild. And then I realized they're all Zelda references. And then I realized how clever it is. Oh shit, wait, Nehru? Like, Farosh Faror, Dinral Din, Elden, Den, Faron, Faror, Nehru. I'm like, holy shit! How did it take me that long to figure it out? To figure out how the goddess names, how the names are like based on the goddesses. How did it take me that long to figure it out? I do need to go in about 10 minutes. it's honestly just really, and just the amount of like love and care that was put into Breath of the Wild is admirable, for sure. And it's like, holy shit, they put Robin Williams in Breath of the Wild. How did that even happen? Like, dude. I mean, again, I have no proof. Somebody said it was a thing and then posted a picture of it. I have no proof that it was actually based on him, but it looks like him. As much as a Breath of the Wild NPC could look like an actual person. But damn. This is such a relaxing game. I didn't get all those star bits. I'll set star coins. This is not new Super Mario Brothers. This music is genuinely beautiful. I mean, all the music is genuinely beautiful, but like this one in particular. It's not sad exactly. It's kind of like it does have that melancholy. It's like peaceful melancholy, which is a very strange way of describing something. But it's how I feel, honestly. This entire game has this feeling of isolation and also peaceful melancholy. Olivia Rodrigo's great, like, honestly. Mad respect to Olivia for making it in the industry, and she makes good music. And she has this delicate femininity about her. She's not trying to oversell, masculinity. And, so props to her. I said my uncle said he likes Brutal. I want to talk about, like, I understand not wanting to talk about sad things. I was saying how everything is sad. This game is like isolation and melancholy incarnate, but it's oddly peaceful at the same time. That is weird to me. This is not peaceful, but just saying, Olivia Rodrigo did basically get free pass into the music industry because she is with Disney. So, not saying she isn't talented or deserving, but I'm saying if you're asking me if it's hard to do it, then yes, it's probably Billie Eilish got into the industry when she made Ocean Eyes when she was 14. Honestly, pretty big right there. The isolation and melancholy of Mario Galaxy. JoJo came on the scene at 13. Casting. JoJo's good. I like her new stuff. Kind of reminds me of Demi Lovato, which is really strange because I just saw them on some sort of podcast or something together, like the other day. Demi Lovato had some sort of like podcast or something. YouTube series, I don't know. And JoJo was on it. I mean, I didn't like watch it. I just saw the like notification. That web is so pretty. This is the only time I've ever found spiderwebs pretty in my life. Yeah, I shouldn't say like not everything is sad. It's not good to look at it that way. I think bittersweet is the right word for it. I'll keep making all of the fucking sound effects for the game. Okay, probably like one more star and then I should probably get going. As TV star here we have This. I can do this. Sorry. Come on. Yeah, I'm wearing a very nice Ocarina of Time 3D shirt today. I love Ocarina of Time Rexed out. Yeah, but now I think my favorite game of all time is Breath of the Wild, but like, just because Robin Williams is in Breath of the Wild. No, that's not me. Well, I have hundreds of reasons why. But... Like, there are literally so many things in the game that I missed for years and just never paid attention to locations or like names of locations. But I would be like, oh yeah, that place there, that one place, that one location. Oh yeah, that mountain, that random. I don't know, half of them looks like, oh, Hebra, like a bunch of like snow mountains. I don't know all the names. But I mean, I used to not know any of the names, so I gotta say there's more movement. I'm using the Ocarina of Time strat, blowing myself up with the no, okay. Stop bouncing on the limo, oh my gosh. Yeah, there were many details that I did miss, and the more my attention gets drawn to them, the more I appreciate the game. Like, I fell in love with Breath of the Wild when I didn't know anything about Zelda. The more I know about Zelda, the more I appreciate it. And it's not just Zelda, I mean, the amount of things that are in the game. This game is really interesting. Oh yeah, and I wasn't trying to say that you can't get into the industry if you're a teenager. I was just saying that Olivia Rodrigo had an easier time because she married it for different. I mean, at the same time, you could say in order to even get into this thing, you have to be talented in some way. Oh, Fiona Apple was 16 when she was I believe she was 16. Lord was 16, I believe. There's a lot. My pointer went away. Yeah, I'm having. Did it really? I need to go after this star. I feel bad. I just catapulted myself into the room. Dude, I was playing Murder yesterday, and there was this fucking level where you had to murder 500 Koopas. Like, there were basically, they took all these devices set up, and you just had to, like trigger power blocks and all this stuff to kill the Koopas. And I felt like shit after that. I also felt like shit after I'm screaming at the 12-year-old, but, it's just me, you know. Like, video games are fun when you scream at 12-year-olds. I'll put it this way. I think you should always, like, I'm not gonna police or say that you should you have to be having fun 100% of the time when you're playing something, because no one is happy 100% of the time. However, If you make it not fun for other people, then you're a scumbag. And I'm saying that also to myself because I've done it myself. And yeah. Okay, so I'm going to head out. I'm going to go to the movies. I'll probably stream this. I might stream this again tomorrow after work because I don't know. I'll have to see how I'm feeling tomorrow. I may be really tired and need to nap. So I don't know when I will stream this. But yeah. So.
Shit, I went to close my computer screen and I forgot to